One of AGC's biggest initiatives for the year is the repeal of the 3% withholding rule. It would require 3% of every payment to a contractor be withheld, sent to the IRS, and then applied towards a contractor's annual tax liability. It's not just the federal government that's withholding, it's all public entities, all big public entities that are withholding on every payment to a contractor. It's going to cost federal, state, and local governments and contractors working for federal, state, and local governments an estimated $20 billion to comply with this rule. So the government is collecting potentially cents on the dollar for every dollar that it imposes in new costs, new regulatory burdens because of the imposition of this regulation. The members of AGC should let their congressmen know what sort of problems this legislation will cause. It reduces your cash flow. It becomes a headache compliance-wise. And it doesn't. The email letter is the least we can ask you to do. If you can take that letter, print on your own stationery, that makes it even more, and make it personal. Talk about what it does to you, just the compliance headache here, which we think is going to cost about $500 million a year just in compliance on the private company side. The compliance headache here, make sure that if you do take the effort to make it a personal letter on your own stationery, make it personal, follow up with phone calls, meet with your members of Congress when they're home, bring it up at town hall meetings. Members of Congress are getting more and more difficult questions during town hall meetings. This should be an easy one. We've got almost half of Congress ready to repeal this. Make sure you ask about it when you meet with your members of Congress. Hopefully you get the right answer. If you don't get the right answer, follow up with us here, and we'll follow up and make sure that they've got the information they need to support repeal. In the near future, we're going to send out a survey to AGC members, one, to make sure they know that the 3% withholding is there, it's in law, and it could be coming if we don't repeal it, and two, to get your feedback on how it's going to impact you. The most powerful message that we can send to Congress is how it's going to impact our members. Like I said before, this is a provision that doesn't need to exist. It doesn't raise the money that people think it's going to do, think it's going to raise. Plus, it imposes huge costs on the economy at a time when the economy can't afford it.